I have to fix it 1 or 2 or 3 times has been my experience. So I hope that you have those plans for that.
Well, I certainly appreciate you bringing it to our attention so that we can look into Bonham Park and maybe see how they intended or specified the growing of the grass at that location, and then look for not making the same mistakes on this project. But I do appreciate you bringing it to our attention so that we can be aware
Look
of it.
forward to working with you.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you. Councilmember Pennington.
Thank you, Mayor. I fully concur with the remarks of Mr. Councilmember Lester. I hope you will have some maintenance money in your budget to look at how you've done, at least for 18 months or a couple of years. And in addition to that, how much detention will you be creating with this project on the park plan?
I don't have the exact number of acre feet in front of me, Councilmember, but it is supplemental to inline detention that we also have in the project. So there's already built in a certain amount of inline in the pipe system that will be throughout the project, and then this is supplemental to that as somewhat of an overflow.
Well, don't you think it would be prudent to make that calculation to see whether this project?
Councilmember, I'm not saying that we haven't made it. Of course, we've made the calculation. I don't currently have it.
You just didn't think we'd ask, huh? You didn't think we'd be interested in how much you're creating?
The acre foot, I can certainly get you that information, sir.
The other thing is, you mentioned this is supplemental. I want to be sure that, this doesn't become a mud hole, so that, with every rain, the water collects there. Is there some way, do you have a weir or something that blocks the water from coming down the regular drainage channels except in flood situations? Do you have a way to, the water's going to collect more, the water around is going to roll into this lower area? Is there some way to pump the water out, or is there some sort of a berm that would keep the water from flowing in there except through the drainage facilities?
We have looked at backflow preventers from the Harris County Flood Control District as a means to control that, but we are still early in the preliminary design of it. We've done a level of design to be able to identify where and how much capacity we need, but some of those are the fine points of the design that we'll yet be bringing forward.
Okay. Well, I hope you'll assure us that you'll take that into consideration.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Councilmember Stardig.
Thank you to my colleagues for all the great questions, because now I know we have a number of homeowners that are probably listening, and I think some of the key points that my colleagues highlighted were the backflow preventers that make sure that we don't have a lake, as we talked about, that was something that Public Works assured us of, and that it does drain well so that we can use it as often as possible. Also, because that's a beautiful park, I was out there just a week or so ago for a picnic with the neighbors. And then also, when we start digging in this region, we know we hit clay. And when you pull that clay up, and this happened in my own backyard with a sewer line replacement recently that occurred, is you pull that clay up and nothing grows there. So we've got to make sure that we have the right soil replaced in our parks so that we don't. Money spent now in this park is money saved later, in my opinion, because replacing the sod and constantly coming back and back and back again is the frustration of the taxpayers and everyone around. So I would appreciate if we could consider my colleagues' comments and going forward. Thank you.
Absolutely, Councilmember. We'll take special attention to look at how that grass will get established in the means so that we can make sure that we're not having to come back and replace it.
No other council members in the queue. Thank you, gentlemen. If you'll step back. No one reserved time for the public hearing. Is there anyone who is here specifically to address this issue? Seeing no one, I'll take a motion to close the public hearing.